Hello, I'm Tommy Moore from the Bartitsu Lab. This is Action Chris. Action Chris is hiding out there. And today we're going to be looking at some of the ways we do knife defense in Bartitsu. Now, as you can imagine, with knife defense, there's a high risk of failure. You will likely get cut, you will likely get stabbed, so it's risk mitigation. And there's lots of different people, and people have lots of different takes on how best to do it. So I'm going to show you some of the ways that we do it in the lab. Hopefully you find that quite interesting. So, first point of call, knife can only hurt you when the knife is moving. So if the knife is in situ, if the knife is coming in and out, if the knife is active in any way, it's a danger to us. So our job one is to stop the knife moving. So if Chris goes for the ubiquitous grab and stab, okay? So this accounts for about 70% of all knife attacks. So he goes for a grab and stab, okay? He can repeat this. If I try and stop it with my thumbs, he'll just keep sewing me up here. Eventually I can stop him, but you try and touch me with the knife, really try and touch me, he's gonna stop me. And I'm taller, I'm bigger, I'm stronger than Chris, and he's gonna punch holes in me all day long. So my job one is to stop that knife moving. So if he's got the attachment, if you notice too late, you really have to be biting here. You shouldn't be using a C grip or a V grip, you should be using the hard bony bit of your firearm. That's one, and you tuck your stomach out the way, okay? Now you'll notice in a lot of stab videos, people will go once, twice, whether it's stabbed or whether it's been foiled, they'll then change the angle up high. So you get down low, up high, down low, up high. So job one, I need to make sure that that doesn't happen. Typically down low is where it starts. So I'm going to start tucking my stomach out the way, short, sharp forearm block. So this is minimum viable product knife defense. This stops him being stabbed, but he'll repeat this until he does stab me. So on the second one, ideally, once I've got my wits together, I use my supporting hand to leverage this out of the way. So there's a scissoring motion, and then I need to step and close. So if I'm doing it this way, as soon as the knife is passed, I need to close and essentially get my grip on him. But this does rely on you being strong, or at least strong enough to get the technique across, in which case you've got trips, takedowns, you've got some control because the knife has stopped. You've got some chance of fighting, maintaining a restraint, someone come to help you. It's my least favourite, but sometimes it happens. So minimum viable product is stop it. The next best thing from there, scissor it, close. Make sure you drop your body weight, hold that knife in as close as you can. Make sure you're calling for help. Hopefully people assist you. If they don't, you've got takedowns, you've got attacks with your head, you can bite, you can do lots of other things from here. You can maintain a pretty solid, once it's holstered to him, once it's next to him, you can maintain a pretty solid grip from there. He's not going anywhere with that for some time. However, it's much better advised to deal with the grabbing hand. There's a couple of ways you can do this. So if you notice early, if you notice soon enough, just don't get grabbed. Job one, don't get grabbed. Move offline, move away from the knife, don't get grabbed. Okay? If you do get grabbed, because shit happens, a couple of things you can do. So you can step offline this way, so you can secure this hand and strike across his face. From here, and then I maintain downward pressure on this arm. Okay? I need to maintain pressure and pain to begin with, but then I need to cause damage. So I need to take him fully down, knee him in the face, elbow him on the base of the spine. I need to do damaging things to him very, very fast. So he's got that grip. Okay? So I'm going to step across. So I'm going to grab here, step around, smash him in the face, and off that, then I'm just going to really push on anywhere between that elbow and that forearm, and then do him in. Another route you can take is just go straight for the lock. So again, you tuck your body in, you duck your head, and you roll this, and take that straight over. And whether you do it with the forearm, your hand, or something like that, I prefer the first one, where you hit in the face. That's what I find most successful. So to recap, job one, don't get grabbed. If you do get grabbed, you can grip and smash and then manipulate, or you can grip and lock and manipulate, but it requires a slightly different degree of grappling skill. Or finally, if you've been too unaware and get caught by this, first job one, get the stomach out of the way, be wary that it could come up the top line as well. So our first job, as soon as you survive the first one, get the second, close, and make sure you've got decent enough grappling, wrestling, you've got face bars, head rips and things from here to control the person, take the knife, or be in a position to strike until they're no longer a threat. Hopefully those are some fun things for you to play with. Cheers. So one thing I forgot, so we're back with Action Chris, is another technique. So Chris has got the grab and the stab on. Now, like I mentioned before, step 1, don't get grabbed. Step 2, if you do get grabbed and it's too late, get your body out of the way, so sink it back. If you can, scissor it out, close it, throw, grapple, escape. Preferably, if you can, step towards the grabbing hand, bash, lock, throw, slam, cause of the pain. But another technique is actually counterintuitive. You go towards the blade, so you go all in. So you cover, use your elbows, and essentially you dive in to get a double uppercut. So I full body commitment with a diagonal step. I take the shot in here, I get double underhooks, and I holster it. And by holstering, I mean I put it in my pocket. As soon as it's in my pocket, it's really hard for Chris to get it out. I can maintain, as long as I've got decent head pressure, decent positioning of my weight, I can then move into knees, headbutts, elbows. You know, I can hold the wrist here and I can punch. I can do several things by maintaining this shot. So as soon as the grab comes on, if I've got the wherewithal, I drive into it, and I have to really drive into it. Scoop it, holster it, tuck my head in, and then now I can start to take him down. I can start to do other stuff. Basically, as long as I can put my pressure on his head and put him down, I can get that knife off him. But it all comes off being brave enough to burst in here, get it there. If it comes up top, so it comes up high, which does happen sometimes if you successfully block down low, it can come up high. As soon as it comes up high, you want to make sure you're using the back of the forearm, step in again, and again burst in to that double arm drag here, so you've got that again. So if you've blocked a couple low, and he comes up high, burst through, don't point your arteries at him, on the back of your wrist, burst in, close. After that, you can strike, you can grapple, you can call for help, you've got options.